Hello everyone, welcome back to Oneg Shabbat. We'll be discussing Parashat Pinchas. The Parashat discusses the leadership of Am Yisrael. We started already from last week's Parashat. At the end, we see that not Moshe is the one to solve the problem of Ched Baal Peor, but rather Pinchas is the one to solve the problem. In the beginning of the Parashat, we see as well that Pinchas is the one who is rewarded with Shalom and Brit Kehunat Olam. And in the Parashat, we see another point in that פרק כ"ז, פסוק י"ב, ויאמר אדוני משה עלה אל הר ההרים הזה וראה את הארץ של בני ישראל, וראית אותה ונאספת עמך גם אתה כאשר נאסף אהרון אחיך. משה רבנו is told to go up to הר ההרים, to follow in Aaron's footsteps, and to leave this world. He will be replaced. The question will be replaced by whom? We don't see a replacement. We see an amazing pasuk, pasuk ט"ו, וידבר משה אל אדוני לאמור, such an amazing pasuk. After we've seen so many times in the Torah the opposite, וידבר השם אל משה לאמור. Here Moshe is the one who speaks. וידבר משה אל אדוני לאמור, הפקד אדוני עלי הרוחות לכל בשר איש על העדה, אשר יצא לפניהם, ואשר יבוא לפניהם, ואשר יוציאם, ויעבדיהם, ולא תהיה, עדת אדוני כצאן אשר אין להם רועה. משה רבנו asked for someone who will lead, אשר יצא, ואשר יבוא, anyone, לא תהיה עדת ישראל כצאן אשר אין להם רועה. The question is, what did Hashem think to himself? What was the Hava Amina of Hashem? Moshe Rabbeinu says, we need to have someone v'lo tiyeh adat Hashem katzon asher ein lehem roeh. What did Hashem think? Why did Hashem tell Moshe Rabbeinu to die before he appointed someone else? So someone said that maybe Hashem wanted to appoint someone after Moshe Rabbeinu's death. Mishum kvodo shel Moshe. He didn't want to see that he'll be replaced right away. So therefore, Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu to go and Har HaBarim, and after that he will be replaced. It's not what we saw with the Haron now. With the Haron in Parashat Chukat, we saw that he goes up with his replacement. That's because his replacement was his son. Maybe in order to not hurt Moshe Rabbeinu, that he will not be like a Haron, it's like that. But the Kushiyah on that if Hashem was really planning to have a replacement for Moshe, the Kushiyah on that is from the end of Sefer Yoshua. After Yoshua dies, we see that Yoshua is followed by the Zkenim after the days of Yoshua. It's at the end of Sefer Yoshua, when Yoshua passes away. And the same thing is said also in the beginning of Sefer Shoftim. It says, ויעבוד בפרק כ"ד, פסוק ל"ד, ויעבוד ישראל את אדוני כל ימי יהושע וכל ימי הזקנים אשר יחמים אחרי יהושע. Meaning the one who replaced Yoshua were the Zkenim. There wasn't one specific person. After we define the Shoftim, there's not one leader of Am Yisrael. Every time there's a different leader, maybe a different leader between different areas. So Hashem obviously, we see, didn't want one leader after Yehoshua. Maybe that was the case already in Moshe Rabbeinu. Maybe Hashem didn't want Moshe Rabbeinu to be replaced by one person, but rather he wanted him to be replaced by someone else. He wanted to be replaced by maybe a different concept, the concept of the Zkenim, the concept of the Shoftim, and therefore Hashem doesn't appoint anyone as a replacement bichlal. What does Moshe Rabbeinu say? Moshe Rabbeinu says, "V'lo tiyeh adat Adonai katzon asher ein lehem roeh." In other words, Am Yisrael is not ready for it yet. Hashem isn't saying, again, Moshe isn't saying that Hashem's plan, God forbid, is a bad plan. What Hashem wants that kind of leadership, that's what's going to be. What Moshe Rabbeinu is saying, you can't take Am Yisrael just entering Eretz Yisrael, haven't even entered yet, and tell them, we're going to leave this leadership of Moshe and put him in something else completely. In order for them to be able to live under a leadership, it's not one consistent leader. We have to come into Eretz Yisrael when they're not tzon anymore, when they're already adults. When they come in, that we can do. And Be'emet, we see the job of Moshe Rabbeinu being as the one who's taking care of Am Yisrael, as manhigam shel Yisrael, as ro'am shel Yisrael, the one who makes sure that Am Yisrael can withstand the ma'avar to Eretz Yisrael. He himself, as we said, will not go into Eretz Yisrael. He has to go up to Har HaBarim, but he's able to do that. And Be'emet we see, ויאמר אדוני משה, קח לך את יהושע בן נון, איש אשר רוח בו, ושמחת את ידך עליו. So we see there is a replacement in Yehoshua. On the one hand, resembles Moshe Rabbeinu a lot. Already Chazal said that Moshe כפני חמה, ויהושע כפני לבנה. He's like the moon that gets all his light from the sun. And Be'emet, Yehoshua goes in the footsteps of Moshe Rabbeinu. We see in the footsteps of Moshe Rabbeinu, as far as Kriyat Yarden versus Kriyat Hayam, and a few other miracles as well, the Barad and the rocks falling down from the sky. And also he brings halachic parshiyot, the pasuk, Sefer Yoshua, v'yidaber Hashem el Yoshua lemor. We see him following in his footsteps. So on the one hand, he's like Moshe Rabbeinu, and Moshe Rabbeinu says we need that intermediate person if we enter the land. We can't have sudden changes. But together with that, it's important to note, he's not exactly what Moshe Rabbeinu asked for. Moshe Rabbeinu asked, "Asher yatze lifnehem ve'asher yavo lifnehem." But we see, in Pasuk Kaf Aleph, it's not exactly what happens. ולפני אלעזר הכהן יעמוד, meaning Yehoshua has to be in front of Elazar הכהן to ask him, ושאל לו במשפט האורים לפני אדוני, על פיו יצאו ועל פיו יבואו. The Urim, Hashem will be the one who will decide. That's why Yehoshua will be like Moshe Rabbeinu, but not exactly like Moshe Rabbeinu. פני חמה לעומת פני לבנה, they're similar. They're very similar, but they're not the same. Slowly, Hashem is taking Am Yisrael and moving them towards a place where they are ready for a different kind of leadership. Not the leader of one leader for everyone, as we see with Moshe Rabbeinu, a different kind of leadership. That leadership will end ultimately in the end of Sefer Shoftim, with a king as well. We see in Sefer Shmuel. It's an interesting transition to talk about. B'chol mikra, what Hashem's plan is, as we see, is to move not from one leader, not to Moshe Rabbeinu, but to be replaced as different kind of leadership all together with Yehoshua. And Yehoshua is intermediate. Is intermediate between the two. On the one hand, it's a change. On the one hand, it's not exactly what Moshe Rabbeinu asked, but together with that, it is one person. It's one person like Moshe Rabbeinu that will help lead Am Yisrael into Eretz Yisrael and help them move towards their next step. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.